Kia ora guys, here's a mission out Red Rocks. Took the walk around on a fresh Sunday morning because the gate's closed, so easy boost. Fiddle Bay is a lovely place to launch, nice and easy. Get to the spot, park up, and it's about a beautiful 8 meters viz. I was with Andy, one of my young guns from Hirutonga who I used to teach. He's up for an early mission. It wasn't fishy last time I came to this spot, but jumped in and there seemed to be plenty of butters everywhere. Just pick what one and somehow miss it to start the day. Bit rust day maybe. So boost to the surface and quickly reload. Just to plug one. I find with butters, when you come across them, you might as well shoot your feed there because sometimes they can just boost and you won't see them hanging out for the rest of the dive. So if it's on, it's on. So didn't waste much time plugging a feed. This shows how easy it can be sometimes. I like to hug around structure and just follow it until the kind of current side, and butter's just sitting there in a meter of water. It'll be awesome for the newbies out there. It would be an awesome day because you can see I'm only in 4 to 5 meters of water and just butterfish everywhere, so plenty of kai to take home. No need to rush it, just have a look, pick what one you want, don't get decision fatigue, and you jump around, just pick a fish and stick at it. If it boosts, plenty more, all good. This is kind of what I end up doing when I dive. I cover a lot of ground, which does my dive buddies' heads in. But I look for structure and look for fish. Here you can see there's dark spots, there's big cracks. So that's when I'll stop and actually investigate and start dropping for some crays. Also find a lot of success next to big structure when there are standalone rocks like this one here on the left. I had to be gun conscious this dive and make sure my spear was facing well away from where I was diving because a couple of times my shaft slipped out, which is not good. So I had to just stay, keep that in mind. Got down to here where I saw a cray, so that's why I dropped my gun for a nice easy breathe up. I grab it, give it a quick check, but it was soft, so put it straight back in the hole. But on the way up I see some more crays just hanging out to the other side of that rock. And a nice easy crack in an even easier position. So another breathe up and just eyes on the prize and drop down. A couple of crays just parked up there. Same again, grab, first check, especially at the moment, is it soft? Yep, soft, so tucky there, you go back. And that's what I've called this Crays for days, because plenty of soft ones around. It's awesome. This is probably my biggest power, well legal sideways. But you know, I find the biggest power when I am cray diving because you're looking under rocks and in places that normal people might not see. So again, another little nest. Smash it, aim for the tail. My GoPro is a bit high, so you miss most of my cray footage. That's just because it's been that long since I've grabbed crays. Again, soft, so quick drop down and put that one safely back. Here a nice long approach is cray, just sitting under this rock at the end of a kind of crack. I boost in, it beats me, so I just throw my whole arm in, and once I'm actually moving my hands down the cray I can feel that it's soft, so sweet as. Another one that just can chill out. Here I just drop down and there's butters everywhere, so I'm just waiting for the biggest one to pop out, and then I don't know where Mookie swims past, and I hadn't shot a Mookie yet, so I was stoked, so I decided to take that. Then after I've just pulled the trigger I realised, man, that wasn't much bigger than the butters that were around it, and since I hadn't seen a Mookie in quite a few dives, the rookie in me, I quickly measure it because here comes this big seal. I can't be bothered with that trying to grab my fish. So quickly throw it up on the gun. It's a solid centimetre short, so quickly release it and it boosts off. Then I don't have to deal with the seal trying to harass me for that fish. If you haven't dived with seals before, I've never had any bad run-ins with them, so I'm not too worried about them, but I do like to keep my eyes on them because, man, they give you a fright. They just glide through the water and just pop up and stare at you, and they're massive. But I've seen plenty of friends harassed by them if they've got fish on their line or if they're dealing to a fish. So I just try to casually reload. And then give it a bit of time. Remember, just like sharks, if it gives you grief, stab, don't shoot. And move on if you have to. But this guy just came for a look and then far, bro. So that's when I thought it would be a good time to have a look at some more cracks. Again, get nice and close and then just punch as hard as you can. Awesome footage with my GoPro too high. If you are wanting to record cray dives, cray grabs, remember you need to have your GoPro pretty much facing down. But finally one in the float boat that wasn't soft. Another thing I love about spearfishing is just how selective you can be and your wins and losses in trying to be selective, and if you're good. This cod was hanging around me for ages, so it had a nice big fat head on it, and cod I always seem the old 1 centimetre too short, so I gave him the gamble because he had a big fat head on him, so after a while he came home with me. This is my biggest. Oh, this cray here actually, nice easy grab, nowhere to go. And then check soft, and then I see it's actually in berry. It wasn't soft, but it was in berry. You can see the eggs under the tail a little bit. So, sorry Mrs. Crayfish. Soft and berry, obviously have to go back. So find a nice hideout. This is where I find my PB cray. I saw a couple of little crays on top, and then I looked past them and saw this big sucker sitting underneath. So nice long breathe up because I don't want to stuff this up. Again, my gun pointing away. Nice and shallow as well. The old me would have just grabbed those first crays and not even seen this. So I was stoked with this. Nice clean grab. And then I'm trying to swap into my right hand and shaking it off me because it's owning me. My gloves have holes in them as it is. So fight it away from me. And then the boat's quite close, so I don't want to chuck it in a stacked float boat, so I decided to just swim it back to the boat, keep it nice and safe. and that's when you actually see the size of it. The little dive whip doing the damage. Yeah, buddy. Kia ora, tangata. In the chili bin. Pretty chuffed with myself.
Yeah, I think it's still alive.
Get back in the boat after a successful couple hours in the water, and first things first is measure that cod. Always nervous, and always re-measure cod without a doubt. But she's good. So nice little feed. So productive Sunday. Kia ora, tangata. Stoked with that. And a nice easy cruise back, and what a hobby.